Welcome back to NewsWire here on SportsGrid. Let's get into the latest in the NBA and, of course, preview tonight's game, look back in the past. Speaking of the past, what a life and career it was for Bill Walton, who passed away at the age of 71 yesterday. Gilbert McGregor joins us now here on the show. Gilbert, what a life for Bill Walton, who arguably was one of the best college basketball players of all time at UCLA. Went on to have a great career in the NBA as well. Portland, of course, winning championship with the Boston Celtics. A big fan of the Grateful Dead, big fan of being funny on broadcasts, and lived his best life, so to speak. Caught me by surprise. I didn't even have any of this coming, but no one really with a negative thing to say about Bill Walton, which tells you all you need to know about the guy.
Absolutely, Craig. I think those are the biggest points when I think about the life and legacy of Bill Walton. One, that he has an argument to be one of the greatest college basketball players ever, 3-time National Player of the Year at a time where freshmen couldn't play varsity. So he was 3 for 3 with National Player of the Year awards, and thinking about what he did with the Blazers and winning that franchise a championship and winning MVP, and then redefining himself later in his career after injuries to be a 6th Man of the Year and play a great role for arguably one of the best teams in NBA history, that Celtics team. But the biggest thing is, the life that he led outside of the lines, and seeing all the stories that everybody shared about their times encountering Bill Walton. Everyone left a smile on my face. So it just kind of speaks to the impact that he had, during his time on Earth, and the legacy that will definitely live forever.
Yeah, I think so too. A lot of fun watching this guy call basketball games. Called a baseball game last year as well. All right, let's get to Celtics Pacers. Gilbert, you pretty much nailed this one. Not a long series. Ended up going less than the 5.5 over on FanDuel, 105-102. What's interesting to me, I guess, Gilbert, is that Boston can't cover a spread, but they sure can win a game. That's kind of the story of the series.
Absolutely. It's funny. They found ways to continuously win. And I guess you could say the Pacers continue to find ways to lose as well. Looking back at this series, and really 3 games that could have gone either way. The Pacers were plagued by turnovers down the stretch, and the absence of Tyrese Halliburton as well. But obviously you have to acknowledge the absence of Kristaps Porzingis for the Celtics, which them winning this series in 4 games and somehow finding ways to take care of business and really kind of do away with some of the narratives that they are unable to win games in the clutch. It will be a huge favor to them. Now they have 10 days off as they prepare for the finals, and they'll probably get Kristaps Porzingis back in the lineup. So a very weird series. It definitely felt closer than a sweep, but at the same time, it was clear the Celtics were the better team because they continued to find ways to win despite what the Pacers threw at them.
And sort of a story for redemption for Jalen Brown, whose last postseason didn't go very well. Much better this time around.
Absolutely. I think people were giving him a lot of flack for the contract he received, but who could blame him for signing that $300 million deal? He certainly lived up to it. I think it's big for him to get that Eastern Conference Finals MVP award. I know he said he doesn't win a lot of things. I think it was well-deserved. He had big moments in the series, especially that 3-pointer in Game 1, which again was the Celtics finding a way to win that game. So big kudos to him. And I'm sure that leaves the big trophy for Jason Tatum, have that in his eyes.